Hello to all guests and subscribers of the best and most informative channel about life and real estate in Turkey. The topic of today's video is rent in Turkey and truth about renting for future property owners in Turkey. If you're watching this video, it means that you are interested in real estate properties in this country and what profits you can make off of it. Many people are considering moving to this wonderful country, and many are looking for ways to earn themselves a passive income from renting their property out. So, how much can you really make by buying an apartment, a villa, or any commercial property in Turkey? How can you avoid making mistakes and not get fooled by scams? Whom should you contact to make the right decision? After watching this video, you should have all the necessary information that will help you make a good choice. We will start in a moment. Stick around. So, you are seriously considering moving to Turkey permanently and want to have a guaranteed source of income. Or do you just want to invest into Turkish properties to reduce any risks and diversify your investments? This is why knowing how much money you can earn by renting out your Turkish property would be very important to you. I will tell you all about it, including all the details and nuances that people don't often mention. Let's start with residential properties. In Turkey, residential properties, or more specifically apartments, suites, or villas, when rented out, would earn their owner a maximum of 2.5 to 5% annually, depending on the region and the property itself. On average, that would be around 3 to 3.5% annually, not more than that. You can of course make more money if you're renting it out on your own, illegally, for a short term, without paying taxes and therefore breaking the law. You should know that short-term rent is not permitted in Turkey. In order to do that, your house or residential complex must receive a special permit, or ruhsat in Turkish. Please note that getting this document is not that easy. You cannot get it for a single apartment. It must be granted for at least one building block of a minimum of 30 apartments. Meaning that if you hear your real estate agent reassuring you and telling you that they have permission to rent it out for a short term, ask them to present this document to you. To reiterate, this document is called ruhsat. I'm sure that not many realtors will be able to do that. Also remember that renting out your property out for a short term without the necessary documents and permissions can not only cost you a lot of money in penalties, but also negatively impact your immigration status, possibly hindering your ability to extend your residence permit or get a Turkish citizenship in the future. Sometimes, there are hotel-type properties available on the market, where apartments are actively being rented out for a short term. In this case, the managing company has all the necessary licenses, meaning that this property will be able to increase your income to 5 to 6% maximum. Once again, this is the absolute maximum. So, if someone is promising you more money than that, always remember that it's impossible for Turkish properties, and there must be a scam somewhere in there. We often hear our clients calling up and telling us that they were offered 7% and even 10% return somewhere. Do not forget that there's always a difference between promises and reality unless these promises are built on a fundamental notion of mutual benefit. What does this mean? It means that in order for your property to generate the guaranteed income for a long time, it should not only be in your interest, but also in the market's. Meaning that the market should be what determines and maintains the necessary demand and prices. Sometimes, in order to make a sale, some property developers and agents include the future rent profit in the final price. This is where these perfect offers start appearing on the market, promising a stable income from rent for 3 years with a 7 to 10% return on investment, in a foreign currency no less. You might even make that amount back, the money that you practically paid yourself. And what then? Will your apartment or house be of any interest to your future tenants after this? Will your property developer or agency refuse to rent it out for such a high price, which is exactly what's happening on the market? They might tell you, sorry, we're changing our strategy and no longer involved in renting. Or better yet, The prices have dropped significantly and we can only rent it out for much cheaper. Which is why, when deciding to purchase and rent residential property in Turkey, you shouldn't forget that its return is between 2.5 to 5% a year, and with ordinary properties, it usually takes you over 20 years to make that money back. If you found a real offer with a promised payback period of 15 to 16 years, that is a rare find, and you should go for it, but only after consulting with professionals, of course. I know. Many of you have already made your calculations and are confused as to why I'm telling you about purchasing in Turkey, when you can earn way more money in Germany, France, or the UK, for example, and make your money back much faster. In all my years in the field, I've answered this question 1,000 times. The thing is, Turkey is a different country with its own unique features and profitability. You cannot invest in Turkey if you're after a quick income. You should only do so if you want to keep yourself safe from the risk, diversify your investments, and not put all your eggs in one basket. Turkey is a country with its own laws in operation where you are protected and you can legally and safely lead your business. In other words, by investing in Turkey, you receive security and stability first thing, and profit comes second. In Turkey, for example, there is no such thing as squatters or okupas like in Spain. Here, no one can just move in and live on your property free for years. That's just an absolute no. You can buy Turkish real estate and rest assured when renting it out after considering how much profit it can actually bring you over the years. Before we move on to commercial real estate, I should also let you know that the money you make from renting your residential property out in Turkey is subject to income taxes that have to be paid from your side. In the future, we will definitely make a video when we give you more in-depth information about how to calculate how much tax you will have to pay in this situation. Let us move on to Turkish commercial real estate. Its one advantage is that its return on investment is generally higher than that from residential real estate. The average returns from renting out commercial real estate in Turkey are 4 to 7% a year, and that is just pure profit. If you pick a good commercial property, you can entrust it to a reliable commercial tenant that will pay rent in a timely fashion year after year, and one that you won't have to chase up for payment constantly. Another really good thing about renting out commercial properties is that the necessary taxes from this type of property, called stopaj in Turkish, are paid by the tenant to the government, all under your name. This means that you will receive pure profit after having paid most of the taxes. All you'll have to do is pay a little difference between the accrued taxes and the taxes paid in your name, stopaj. One of the main cons of purchasing commercial real estate is the amount you have to pay for it, because in order to purchase a property that you can safely rent out to network tenants, you would have to spend at least $250,000 on it and over. Of course, you can buy a little shop, smaller and cheaper, but then getting a reliable tenant would be way more difficult, since you have to look for someone who will be able to pay up regardless of the economic situation and any ongoing crises. Something else that is very important, any rental income you receive, both from residential and commercial real estate, will be paid to you in Turkish liras, meaning that your income in euros and dollars will depend on the exchange rate and its fluctuations. So, to sum up, in Turkey you can and you should rent your property out. When making this decision, do not forget that it generally takes over 20 years to make your money back when purchasing residential properties, and around 16 years when dealing with commercial properties. Anything less than this is either really good luck or just plain false information. Yes, maybe this profit margin is less than in your country, but at least it is secure and protected by strict laws and gives you an opportunity to diversify your investment. Of course, you would need to enlist the help of professionals for this, so they can not only match you with the best offer, but also help you manage it in the future, like we've been helping thousands of our clients for over 18 years in the field. My name is Sergey Volchenkov, the Development Director of Turkey's leading real estate agency, Tolerance. Subscribe to our channel to always have up-to-date information about life and real estate in Turkey. We know and talk about things no one else knows and talks about.
Subscribe to our channel and get the best professional advice.